Hello, this is Type, and the static noise annoyed me a little bit, so I wanted to try something else. I had um, the mic much closer to my mouth, which earlier has had kind of an annoying property of recording my breath, which doesn't always sound very nice, but I'll try this. Anyway, this is week 7 of the Reddit Battle League. I'm facing Xuvi, who at this point was, I believe, 4-2, as we were 3-3. So getting a win would actually make our playoff chances a lot better. So I don't exactly remember my team, but I have some kind of an idea what I had. So I'm just gonna show his quick team real quick, and by the way, I'll just put some music on too. Okay, so here is his team. Let me just drag this a little bit higher, like this. Okay, so mainly just he had some annoying threats like Mew, Ladios. He has Dugtrio, which is very annoying. Alright, yeah. Zoroark and Slurpuff, so I was very careful that Slurpuff won't get a chance to sweep me. I realized that he might want to try to disguise Zoroark as Slurpuff to catch my Jirachi trying to switch into it, so I made clear to myself that if he brings in into Slurpuff, I will my switch in will be Drapion, which is especially defensive in case he's a Zoroark, because I have a check to the Slurpuff, so it's not that big of a threat, especially with some prior damage. So, but yeah, just I want to show the team because like he had some threats like me, Megaladios, which I was. I were pretty concerned about those, but as you saw, he didn't bring them. So yeah, I guess that's all I want to say about his mons. He has some pretty fat but pretty passive stuff in his lower tier mons, so I wasn't too concerned about those. I made actually pretty I still made sure that any of those couldn't be able to surprise me. So this was one of my best preps this season, definitely. And I'll show you my team. So, I mean, what I brought. I don't have the team anymore, so I can't really show the details. But so, what I brought was Scarf, Jirachi with Stealth Rocks, mainly because I had nothing else with Stealth Rocks, with what I could have. For some reason I never really wanted to bring Stealth Rocks and Rapid Spin on Claydol. I'm pretty sure it was Stealth Rocks, Iron Head, U-Turn, Fire Punch. Crobat, which was it was kind of a pseudo band. It was Choice Scarf just to outspeed the Slurpuff, but as you can see he didn't bring it, but doesn't matter, it just, you know, it's adamant still. So it fires off pretty heavy U-turns and Brave Birds, and that's it. Porygon 2 with Trace, mainly to, I guess, trace the Synchronize from Mew. And maybe Water Absorb from Seismitoad, but and yeah, definitely the I guess main one was also the Arena Trap by Dugtrio, so I can just kill it back. And I don't remember my moveset. I think I had Toxic for Mew, if I'm not mistaken. Claydol, I don't remember really what it did, but it was there to Rapid Spin against the Galvantula. Maybe I was Assault Vest. I could see that being the case. Conkeldurr with Payapa Berry for Mew and Megaladios, and I guess Mach Punch, Drain Punch, Focus Punch, and Payback, because I'm slower than anything in his team. So I figured that Payback is stronger, so why not use that? And Drapion, especially defensive with T-Spikes. I definitely wanted them up against him because his team is very like bulky and passive, so that toxic damage will be very nice against him. So I start playing, and let's put to normal speed, for example. He leads up with what seems to be Galvantula. I lead up with Crobat, so I can just scout for a possible Zoroark lead, as it turns out to be one. And I just bring in my Drapion, I believe, because it is specially defensive, so there's not much he can do. And I'm actually Shed Shell because of the Dugtrio. I didn't want to get trapped by it. So I set up my first T-Spike. In comes Excadrill, so I go into my Porygon 2, which seems to be my switching for it, so I guess it's physically defensive. And what I do, I go for Foul Play, which I actually have as a move. And he brings in Licky Licky, which takes it very well, because like obviously Licky Lickies usually are not physically offensive. And he goes for knockoff, and I'm kind of expecting that. I know I don't do anything with Payaba Berry, so Conkeldurr here is very good, and I can just go for Focus Punch because I have no reason to believe he's gonna stay in. As he goes for Protect, and I just want to play it safe, go for Drain Punch after this, because he could go for attack this time, but he goes for Toxic, so he just gives me Guts Boost for free, which was a questionable play in my opinion. And he just brings in Dugtrio for whatever reason, and I just click Mach Punch and bring it down to Sash, and it dies to Poison. And then for whatever reason, I think he does the same with Galvantula, and like he goes for Energy Ball. I don't know what he was trying to predict, but I just click Payback, and the Galvantula dies to Toxic Poison 2. And in comes Seismitoad, and I can just weaken it with Mach Punch. And he gives me with Scald, doesn't matter, I can just bring in my... what do I bring in? I think I bring in my... okay, I bring this in. Oh yeah, I had Energy Ball for this. Oh, Grass Nordic actually. Okay, cool. In comes Drill. Okay, and like, yeah. Yeah, I realized it is the Zoroark, so that's why I switched out. Obviously. He goes into Excadrill, I go back into my Claydol. And yeah, he goes for EQ, I dodge that nicely. And now it's nice 5-0, except he does go for flinch number 1. Flinch number 2. Okay, I want to preserve differential, I go into P2. Okay. Flinch number 3, excuse me. Flinch, crit. And like, I get a burn. And I don't know how much that mattered, because like, he was leftover, so it would have been very, very annoying. But I'm fairly sure that U-turn would have done enough damage to give me the kill against the Excadrill, but very, very interesting hacks happening in the end, so yeah. I wonder why the Excadrill is there, but doesn't matter. It's probably because of the Zoroark. It always glitches this website. Anyway, nice 3-0 win. Like every win we've had this season so far have been 3-0, which is interesting. But yeah, we get a nice win this time, and these spikes are so nice. Also, I really like, after this match I started loving the just U-turning offensive Crow, but I don't know why I didn't find that set out earlier in the season. Anyway, next match will be against KD, and until that, this is Stipe signing out. Bye.